Okay, so as a digital nomad, you're going to go throughout life and people are going to try to take advantage of you, right? So here's a common scam that you should avoid. I ran into this recently. On my podcast yesterday, I was talking about how I went to see an apartment in Los Angeles and they weren't there when I went to go see the apartment. And I got a little bit suspicious. It's kind of weird, right? Well, so the guy, he texted me to go check out a different apartment today. And I go there again, he's not there. But he gave me some code and then, somebody just let me in the door. So I went and checked it out. The apartment was open to go check out, but nobody was there to show it. And apparently that's a pretty normal thing out here. But there was a poster on the wall in like 3 different places in the apartment that said, "We do not advertise on Craigslist." And that's exactly where I found the listing for the apartment, was on Craigslist. And then the other thing was, it said, "We will never ask for money through a Cash App or PayPal or anything like that," which of course is totally not normal when you're renting an apartment. But the guy sent me an application after I said I liked the place that only said, which way would you like to pay? And it was like PayPal, Cash App, all this stuff. I knew immediately it was a scam. I took a picture of the poster and I went to the website of the apartment complex, and of course they have a completely different application process. And like when I texted him that I was concerned it was a scammer operation, he didn't write back. So typical rental scam in Los Angeles, guys, watch out for this one. All right. If you look on Craigslist and then you go check out an apartment and nobody's there to show it to you, don't, and then they send you an application because you like it. Don't ever pay anybody cash. Okay. Deal with the building directly. Do it through their website, and they're never going to have that. You're always going to have to sign the lease first and the office. So anyway, interesting scam. Guys, watch out for that one. But so I definitely am smart enough to avoid those things, but I hope you guys are too. When you're traveling around the world, there's lots of different places you'll find that there are amazingly affordable furnished apartments for rent. Places like that I like Bangkok, in Thailand, and Bali, Indonesia. Lesser developed countries often have really good deals on apartments. Los Angeles is kind of hard to find. Out here, the apartment deal is usually it's like a 12-month lease. And you got to pay usually on average on the low end $1,500 a month for a studio apartment, upwards of like $2,000 a month for a studio in a nice area in a nicer apartment. Or more. And then you got to furnish it all yourself. So you got to, buy the bed, buy the nightstand, buy your desk. If you want to get a couch, whatever, it's your apartment, so you got to furnish it. Luckily on Amazon, things are pretty cheap. I did some budget, calculations, and it, for maybe around $1,000, I could furnish an entire studio apartment decently. So, you're looking at, to move into an apartment in LA for a 12-month lease, $1,500 for rent, $1,500 for deposit. Usually they're going to ask for last month's rent as well. So you're looking at around $5,000 right off the bat just to move in. And then, you got to furnish the apartment. It's another $1,000. So $6,000 just to move into an apartment. And then you got to pay $1,500 a month, and it's not your place. It's a lease. You're staying there for a year, you got to leave or, extend. So that's just kind of how it is out here. I mean, it's a big city, in the US, that's how it works out here. So it is what it is. I love Los Angeles because I'm a skateboarder, and Los Angeles is like one giant skate park with like an entirely amazing skateboarding community and tons of skate parks. But the city itself is so skatable and so fun. People are so chill out here and so cool, and I just love the city so much. So that's why I'm out here. And that's why I want to stay out here, because I like to be a part of the scene. I like to be a part of the crowd. It's, my kind of people. So, yeah. And, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to travel anymore. I'm going to, be hopping back and forth between Bali every few months probably. And, once I can make a bunch of money again, lots of different ways to do that. I'm going to be, traveling to different places in the world with my wife. So we're starting a new, married couple podcast called the Trevor and Witty Married Couple Podcast. It's going to be a lot of fun. She's going to come out here mid-August. We're just going to hang out a bunch and talk and stuff and make vlogs, make all sorts of content. So I'm super excited for that project. It's going to be super fun. And I've got a lot of work with Ecommerce Paradise. I'm helping out, my clients to build their stores out. My big focus right now is actually with email marketing. So all my clients, I'm going to be diving through their email marketing, their Klaviyo accounts, building up really good, solid email flows, systems, and broadcasts. and streamlining their broadcasts and setting up automations to send out broadcasts when there's new blog posts, and just generally like to contact their list more often. Because I think the best thing you can do with an email list is just contact them all the time and send them valuable stuff. People, are always going to be getting stuff in their email inbox from different companies. You might as well be one of them. And you might as well be sending them valuable stuff, because it's going to remind them about you. And then when they're actually ready to buy something from you, that they're going to remember you and they're going to buy it from you. All right. So contact your list more often, guys. Don't be afraid. Email marketing is pretty cheap compared to other methods of reaching out to customers. You don't have to pay to send emails. You just have to pay a monthly fee for like how many subscribers you have. Klaviyo is my recommended provider. Klaviyo, Klavio. And if you guys want to check that out, just go to ecommerceparadise.com to the resources page and tap the link for Klaviyo. It's really cool. You get a free trial. But yeah, so I definitely recommend email marketing. One thing I was thinking about today, that I was at the coffee shop, I'm building out this new content business, me and my wife. I was thinking, why not start providing done-for-you services for people that are entrepreneurs that, have a passion or have experience in something and don't mind sitting in front of the camera for 5 to 10 minutes a day talking about it, and like doing other videos and stuff. Because I can build a whole business for someone like that, that they just don't know how to build a business, but I can do that side of it for them, set up the automations, set up the marketing, all that stuff, and set up a website to sell something, like whether it be affiliate marketing or whether it be services or a digital product or a physical product, whatever. I can do that. Tons of experience with that. So I'm going to be setting up a done-for-you service on my website, trevorfenner.com. It's going to be a done-for-you content creator, influencer business package. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer the service of creating all of your channels, building a website for you, building out your product sales page, setting up marketing automations. And all you have to do is make one video every day, 5 to 10 minutes long, talking to the camera about something you're passionate and interested in. So if it sounds like something that you're interested in, hit me up and let me know in the comments, and go check out my website, trevorfenner.com. I'll have that live pretty soon. So I'm super excited about that. I love helping people, and I think there's a ton of people out in the world that have so much experience and knowledge and passion about stuff, whether it just be something super simple, like my mom, for instance. She's interested in geology, so I'm going to help her with that, starting a geology channel, a YouTube channel and podcast. And there's so many cool automations I found out to get your content across in different platforms. And if you like to talk to other people, you can sit down and have conversations with them. Podcasting equipment is super cheap these days. You can buy Bluetooth microphones for like $100-$150 that are really good quality. Plug it into your iPhone, buy a selfie tripod, set it up, and just film. That's what I do with Paradise Skate Mag. It's like the most simple budget podcast ever, but I have a lot of fun with it. And my guests are cool and they don't mind, and it's for fun. It's not a big deal. I do a little bit of affiliate marketing and I sell a little bit of merch, but that's just kind of how the business model works, is that you basically set up a website, like a Shopify store. I use Shopify. They have a built-in thing that automates blog posts. You can automate with Zapier a bunch of different ways. All of the YouTube channel videos can go to your Shopify blog. Emails will get shot out through Klaviyo or through Kit or whatever for every single new video or podcast or blog post that goes up on your website. So you get that whole content engine and, retargeting engine going. It's just like a super simple, easy way to start a business, and you just have to talk to the camera like you're talking to your friend. So anyway, well, I'm excited about it, and guys, stay tuned for more. If you want to be a digital nomad, it's all about starting a remote business that you can run from anywhere, and you just build, and this is the best kind to do it, just content. Thanks so much for watching. Hit me up, let me know if you have any questions, and subscribe. See you out there.